A simple way to cel shade using Paint Tool SAI. We're going to start off with using our flat colors. Create a folder and in it as many layers as you need. For this tutorial, I used 4. You'll want to create what I call a fill layer, using a color you're sure won't appear in your picture. This will help you to better notice what areas of your picture you still have left to fill. Make sure this layer is beneath all the others. Using the magic wand, start highlighting the areas you want colored. Remember, each new color should have its own individual layer. This way, when you're shading, nothing overlaps or erases that shouldn't. Remember to revert to your line art layer in order to make your selections. Then, go back to the layer you intend to color on. Usually it helps to name your layers so you'll navigate more easily. Believe me, this helps with pictures consisting of more than one character. Once you're done, highlight your folder and go to Layer, Duplicate to create another one. Now we're going to start shading the skin. Make sure to opacity lock everything but your line art. This way, your shading stays inside the colored areas. Using the eyedropper tool, click on the skin color and find a shade that is much darker. Decide on your light source, and using the lasso tool, start filling in the hard shadows. Now for the hair. Using the same strategy from the skin, choose a shade of the hair color that best contrasts it, and fill it in by creating sections or blocks. It can be difficult to know where to select your sections, so depend heavily on your light source to help you with this. On this picture, my light sources come from the upper left-hand corner, so I shaded accordingly. We'll come back to the hair for some finishing touches later. This is a simple style, so we won't be using highlights or multiple levels of shading. Just get the hang of these basics first, and then move on to more advanced techniques. Onto the eyes. Using a darker color than your base, fill in the eyes halfway from the top, then add a circle at the midway point where the two colors meet. This will be the pupil. We'll be using more shading on the eyes to help them stand out, so choose an even darker shade of your color now, and fill it halfway inside the medium shade. Create a layer above your eyes, and using the ink pen, draw 2 large white circles and 2 small white circles for light reflection. Moving on to the highlights, choose a color that is brighter than your base color and create a sort of U shape beneath the pupil. Fill it in. Do this for both eyes. Last step, using your medium color, eyedrop it and use a small size ink pen to trace the rim of the eyes. This adds a depth to them that doesn't override your intended color. For extras, we're going to go back to the skin layer and choose a very large size for the airbrush tool. If you wanted, you could use this to add a medium tone to your skin, but for now, let's leave it at the hard shadows. Choose a shade of pink and let's make 2 very light circles of blush on the cheeks. Then, add in another layer on top of the skin, draw 2 white circles with the ink pen again. Doesn't this add a nice glossy feeling? Go back down to the hair. Using a little bigger airbrush size, select the shade color and lightly brush it across the top and across the bottom of the hair. This adds depth as well as sheen to your picture and brightens it up. Music is Army of Love by Curly and Serenata by Orija. Thank you for viewing, and good luck.